calling the police with that fake burner phone, that Google phone, whatever, and saying that can they please do a wellness check. It's time for you to start reporting people that are just being rude, flat out disrespectful, doing the weird ish, stalking you, harassing you. Okay, just report these people. Don't even, and it was purely done to antagonize me, embarrass me in front of everyone else that was online. Everybody was just standing there quiet watching. They were watching you, and they came to their conclusion. Time to report them, time to call the appropriate authorities and let them know through an anonymous report. Okay, you don't have to give your name, you don't have to, you can just give an anonymous report. Okay, what's really going on with this crazy ASS person, these crazy ASS people? And that's why this Karmic is like claiming that you need a wellness check because you're not befriending them, you're not letting them into your life and whatnot. This is demented, this is sickening, this is disturbing. Don't feel sorry for weirdos, weirdos can't be out here terrorizing everyone and doing whatever they want. Like, no. So somebody at the store today, the sales associate, gave me really nasty attitude and was basically trying to play me like a fool in front of the entire line. Okay, it was very busy, it was very packed. This individual was accusing me of trying to steal a gift card. Then they were telling me that they couldn't do double tender. They couldn't do the 25 on the cash and the debit card, even though I've done it many times. They were just acting a whole mess, and I was this close to making a scene and calling for a manager, but I decided, you know what? With the aspects and the astrology, I'm not going to be doing all of this. So I went home, went on the corporate website, and put in a report. And I feel like that's what Spirit is wanting some of you to do. It's time for you to start reporting people that are just being rude, flat out disrespectful, doing the weird ish, stalking you, harassing you. Okay, just report these people. Don't even think twice and don't feel bad. Sometimes our lesson in life is to learn to be, an ASS. Like sometimes we gotta be an ASS. Sometimes we gotta show the universe that we're not going to put up with ish and we're not going to tolerate the nonsense. Okay, so do what you gotta do. If you're dealing with this weirdness or you had an experience at the store recently, and somebody was mistreating you, but then they were treating the people in front of you all good and smiling, laughing, right? And being all friendly, but then when you get up, they're being nasty with you and giving you attitude. Hell no, absolutely not. Report their ASS, okay? There are higher ups, there are higher authorities and powers, and they don't put up with this. They take this stuff very seriously. And so, yeah, it's time for you to report people, talk to who you need to talk to, and make it happen, okay? Don't put up with no one's nonsense. Because I was really about to tell this person, if you're going through stuff, why are you working? I used to work at Macy's, JCPenney. I did retail for 5 years. The sales floor, the fulfillment, the receiving, I practically did all of it. And how I was treated, I could never imagine treating somebody like that on the sales floor. I mean, the disrespect, and it was purely done to antagonize me, embarrass me in front of everyone else that was online. Everybody was just standing there quiet watching everything go down. And I can never imagine treating a client or somebody like this in a work setting. Like I can never imagine. So we're going to get into this. I just had to, I didn't even think twice. The moment I got home, I was like, all right, what's the website? Who do I need to call to report so-and-so? Because I'm damn sure going to do it. And if it costs them their job, well, that's on them. That's on them. Nobody told them to be rude to me and disrespectful. They're smiling and being nice to the person right in front of me, like literally right in front of me. They're all smiling, have a nice day. And then when they get to me, they're like, "Did you take this off the gift card? Were you trying to take this?" In this accusatory tone. I'm like, "What on earth is this? I didn't know that you needed a tag behind the gift card. How am I supposed to know that?" Then telling me to get another one, then saying, "No, don't put the other one back." I'm like, this individual is trying it. They want me to take out the Leo pause today. They want me to go off, but I'm not going to. You see, I took a deep breath. I was like, "Don't worry, I'm going to speak to who really matters here, and they'll work it out." So let's get into this. Let's see what the message is. That was just channeling so fast. Let's see what the message is. The Five of Laurels, look. Don't put up with no disrespect, okay? Energies, look. Look, we all are being held to a higher standard, all of us. You know, even the muggles, the non-spiritual people, the non-religious people, you know, like, Jehovah is holding them to a higher standard as well. We cannot be out here conducting ourselves, acting all crazy, you know, and just because Trump is president doesn't give people the excuse to like start acting crazy and acting mental like him, okay? We can't. We have to hold ourselves to standard. And the Five of Laurels, like, I'm telling you, don't put up, you know, and I didn't believe it, but then I remembered reading TikTok, like, people talking about how customer service is non-existent these days. And man, oh man, did I experience that with the cashier. So Three of Wands. You know, I feel like that spirit is saying you don't gotta get your hands dirty and you don't gotta feel bad for anybody. Yeah, YouTube comment notification. You don't gotta feel bad for anybody that, you know, is getting their karma because they mistreated you, you know, they disrespected you, did whatever. Like, you don't gotta feel bad if they end up facing the consequences and end up in the Five of Pentacles, is essentially what Spirit's trying to say, right? Like, and it's really this energy of boundaries, right? What are we tolerating? What are we not tolerating? Death. Six of Cups. Don't be afraid to burn bridges. I feel like somebody here needs to hear this. Somebody here, you know, like if this could be a coworker, this could be, but I look, people want to act a fool out here, then they gotta pay the consequences. Like that's just what it is. That's just what it is. You know, people want to act like a fool out here, then they gotta pay the consequences. So there's somebody here from the past, possibly a karmic that has done some weird-ish, done some foo-foo, probably called the police on you and whatnot, and this karmic is still walking out here free. This karmic somehow is still out here free, walking around, still terrorizing the town, the villagers, the community. And it's like, somebody here needs to just report this karmic once and for all. Maybe that's the read. Report this karmic, dark witch, dark magician, and send them packing, get them caught up in the hangman. Time to report them, time to call the appropriate authorities and let them know through an anonymous report. Okay, you don't have to give your name, you don't have to, you know, you can just give an anonymous report. Okay, what's really going on with this crazy ASS person, these crazy ASS people? Because individuals really want to be out here like demons, they really want to be out here like the Grim Reaper, trying to torment and disturb souls. Hell no, F that. F that all the way to the pit of hell and back. they can get on with it. You know, like they can get on with it. They're gonna learn today. They're gonna learn. The first thing I did when I got home was open up the laptop, and I sure as hell looked up what I needed to look up and then started typing. I didn't need ChatGPT, nothing. I wrote those paragraphs out. I was like, at this time, on this date, at this location, at the back corner register, it was this person. And then I gave a very accurate and detailed description of the person. And I was like, they did this, this, and this. I listed it all. Like, give the details, okay? Tell that ish. Don't feel sorry for weirdos. Weirdos can't be out here terrorizing everyone and doing whatever they want. Like, no, no. And don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Like, individuals got to learn. Individuals got to learn if they get caught up in the hangman, well, then they get caught up. That there's a karmic weirdo. This karmic has been out here like a crazy person. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. This karmic out here calling the police. I'm so tired about talking about this. I am so tired about talking about this karmic, this weird karmic that they keep doing this weird. This is so weird. This ish is so weird. Knight of Swords, the devil out here calling the police with that fake burner phone, that Google phone, whatever, and saying that can they please do a wellness check on you. I'm about to report this karmic. I'm about to report this karmic to the authorities after I get done with this reading. I'm literally about to get the laptop and put in my report this karmic's first and last name, where they live, the car they drive, their boyfriend as well, that other weirdo. And I'm about to report these two because what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? The Knight of Swords, sometimes I see the Knight of Swords as the police officer, the law enforcement, and then you have the devil. Like, what am I supposed to think here? The Ace of Swords, communication, the Ace of Wands, a new creative idea, the Hangman, Death, Six of Cups. This karmic did this before. This weird karmic. This karmic is so weird, y'all. This is like the weirdest ish. Like, I cannot imagine what is going through this person's mind, but they literally. There was a read that I had posted a few months back. Karmic called the police on you and claimed you needed a wellness check. And here we go again with this ish. That Six of Cups. I feel like that's what this is symbolizing. That's what this is symbolizing. This karmic went and did some type of anonymous report or some ish, or a phone call claiming that the two of you are friends and that you need to have a wellness check done on you. That can the police please drive by and check up on you, watch you, observe you, surveillance you for a bit, that you haven't spoken to them, that the two of you are friends or some ish. This is ridiculous. I'm really about to report this lady. This cuckoo karmic. This is a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The lovers, you see. And I know why she's doing this, because I never laid up with her. That's why she's doing this. She's been wanting to get it on with me. Been desperate for that ish. I digress, y'all. TMI, too much information, but this is why this karmic is doing this. This karmic wants to be intimate with you, or they want to know about your intimate life. This is so weird. What is this weirdness, spirit? This is like demented. This is sickening. This is a lost soul. May they find peace with the Lord. May they one day find themselves with the Lord, with Jehovah. This is demented. This is sickening. This is disturbing. This karmic has some type of weird infatuation with your nakedness or something. This is so weird. This is some of the weirdest ish. I'm about to end this read. This is cryptic. Or like they're invested in your Noki Noki life, the devil. Like they're interested in who you have Nookie Nookie with. But this karmic called the police and whatnot, and what happened then? Queen of Swords. It was a woman. The operator that answered the phone. She's like, well, we'll send someone out. We'll send someone out. But she was able to look at the records. She was able to look at the logs, and she saw that this wasn't the first time that, they had received a phone call about you. Seven of Laurels, like this wasn't the first time, but they sure enough sent the police over there to you to drive by your home. I feel like you were minding your business. You were just doing your thing. You don't even know that the police drove by. Or the police could have been parked at the end of the street just to wash, or it could have been following you around. She or he, this karmic could have told them like your whereabouts, like where you frequent, what grocery store you go to and whatnot, the park, etc., etc., the gym or whatever. So there could have been a police like waiting out there, and they were watching you. They were watching you, and they came to their conclusion. Nine of Laurels, that you're strong, you're independent, you can handle yourself. You're not going through any type of duress or emotional instability. Like this karmic keeps trying to paint you like you're having some type of, or like you're on the verge of some type of meltdown or something. This cuckoo karmic. But the police could see with their own eyes. They could see that you were fine. So they just moved on. They just moved on, they King of Laurels. What is this weirdness? Two of Laurels, like they don't even know what to put in this report at this point. Like they don't even know. They went and contacted the chief and whatnot. Like this is the second or third time we have received a call about the collective, about doing a wellness check. Okay, like what should we do? What do we write down? Should we even have record of this? King of Cups and Judgment. It's because this karmic wants to get you locked up in the psych ward or in the mental hospital. I'm so tired about talking about this issue. I'm about to end the read. This is so annoying. Like this is just so ridiculous. Like, can you imagine if I went and did a call like this to the police and whatnot, and was like, this karmic? I guarantee you, they would be like, "Is this a prank call? We're sending somebody over there to you. We're gonna trace your phone. We're coming over there to you." I guarantee you, if it was me that went and did this ish to the karmic and phoned the police, no sooner would they be like, "This is a prank. This is a prank call. We're sending somebody over there to you. Get you caught up playing this mess." No sooner would they have the cop cars in the front of my driveway and whatnot. Like, you think it's funny to make these calls? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why don't they arrest this person? Why don't? So you just got to report this weirdo. It's time for you to report this weirdo. Okay, report this weirdo if you haven't already. Do an anonymous report if you have to. But it's time for this weirdo to sit down somewhere. Okay, it's time for this weirdo to sit down several seats. It's time for you to fight back if you haven't already. And report this bum, because that's what this is. This is a bum. This is a bum that don't got nothing else going on with their life. They aren't doing anything. They're not going to school. They don't have a job, YouTube comment notification. I'm telling you, they don't have any social media platform, or, if they have kids, they're not taking care of their kids. Like, this is a stray bum. This is a stray dog, a stray cat. But it's one of those feral dogs, feral cats. That's like, you put your hand near and they bite. They bite and they may have rabies and whatnot. Like, that's what this person is. This is a lost soul. But they need help. Ten of Laurels, and I'm telling you, they do this because they really want to be your friend. They want to be living with you, hanging out with you 24/7, washing you, shopping with you. Like they want to be your best friend. They want to take showers together. Like this is just so this is like a handler. This karmic is a handler. This karmic wants to try to project onto you that in the future they're going to be your handler and they're going to be observing you and watching you and reporting it back to whoever the F, the Ministry of Magic, whoever, whatever weirdness this is. That's what this is. And that's why this karmic is like claiming that you need a wellness check because you're not befriending them, you're not letting them into your life and whatnot. But this is like a weirdo. What a creep. What an absolute creep. This is creeper. Like, this is a creep. Just saying it, just the way it's rolling off of my tongue, it feels dirty. It feels gross. It feels like there's a lot of cords energetically attached to it. Ugh. The Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Laurels. And it's because you're going to have money in the future. That's why this karmic is doing all of this. Because you're going to have money, you're going to have abundance, prosperity. And they want to have control of that. They want to have control of you. But that's in their dreams. Because they'll never be able to control a chosen one like you. They're not even strong enough to take you on themselves. So the end result, nothing happened. Nothing will come of this. This karmic was punching the air, throwing a hissy fit. They really thought that the third time they called the police that this would be the moment that you would get taken away in an ambulance to the mental hospital. Like they really thought like the third time's the charm. The third time we're building that rapport with the police and whatnot. This is the third time, maybe they got their friend to call in for you this time around. Maybe they did it with 3 different people, they and 2 other people, over the months, like trying to build this rapport with the local police and whatnot, that you need to be watched. And this karmic was laughing like, yeah, now they're really going to get taken in. But love, what was that for? Ain't nothing happened. You're protected. 7 of Swords and the Queen of Wands. This karmic is furious. This karmic is furious, punching the air. They really thought that this time around you were going to get locked up. But you're protected. You see, 4 of Laurels and the Wheel of Fortune. Your fate is already sealed by Jehovah. Your fate is already sealed. You see, this karmic has to learn that they can't change what God has in store for you. They just can't. They can't. There's nothing they can do. Like, it's so... But they're going to learn the hard way. They're going to learn the hard way, When your blessing, your moment, your timeline comes in, that's when they will realize that they have no control, no authority, and no power over you. And amen, praise Jehovah. Because what an absolute weirdo. A weirdo and a bomb this person is. But that is your read. That's what I have for you, and I wish you love and light.